What are we going to look at? What
We
is
talk
this?
about Hearn's projects.
We've got a few going on.
I know. So what's this one? We're at the front camera. We're looking at this.
Yep.
That is a big pink helmet. All right. Look at this. This is the Comical Grasshopper.
It is.
We've been working on this. Last week we had young Tony Gray
Mhm.
and we were talking all things Vintage Bash.
Yes.
And we were talking about young BJ's entry for the Vintage Bash, which is the Comical Grasshopper. And
This fella right here.
although it's not vintage, it is. They're going to run an event alongside it called the Comical Cup.
Yeah.
And these vehicles here, which really are comically based on the predecessors.
That's right.
So we can see we've nearly got it finished. It's been out of the paint booth. There'll be episodes coming out this week.
Yeah, so
on
we've
this
been
one.
documenting every stage.
We have
So
indeed.
you've been building most of it. You've done the chassis and such.
Yep. I did
I
the
did
building.
the-
You did all the prettying.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So I did body, so there'll be an episode of doing the body.
So-
But I didn't do an episode on painting the driver. I did that one at home. I've got a lot of photos, eh?
So let's have a look. Let's talk us through the body.
All right, so shall
Let's
we
Let's
look
go
from the top?
overhead.
Overhead?
Yeah. Now that the driver figure's not actually stuck in yet, so that's sort of handy in this because we can really get him up and have a look at him.
Yep.
So what do you want to talk about first, the body or the driver?
Well, since the body's here, let's
All
look
right,
at the body. All right,
let's do
so
the
there's
body.
the body. All right. So what happened to the body?
I cut it out.
Yep.
I cleaned up the edges.
Yep.
I washed it. I masked the windows, and I
Yep.
said, "Hey BJ, come and do some painting."
Yep.
And that's what you delivered.
Yep.
So talk us through, what did you do?
Well, I wanted something different, and I tried before with some Green Stuff World color shift paints
Mm-hmm.
because at that stage it was really hard to get some polycarbonate paints. But this is since coming, right?
Yep.
And since I've been playing around with them, I thought let's try something like that again. So I've done some freehand painting here, just some
Yep.
squiggles. So this is a purple to gold color shift. A bit hard to see here because you really need to get all the different angles. And then I've done another color shift here, blue. You might be able to just pick it up from there as I'm spinning it around.
All these really classy shapes and stuff that I wouldn't be able to emulate something like that.
So these, depending on the way you look at them, these are 6s or 9s. So at the time, I thought I'll do 6s. I started with 3, Sign of the Devil, because it is a bit devilish.
Mhm.
And then I just kept going. And then
You lost control.
That's right. And then went through quite a few different blues. We didn't want this to look like any other comical
Well,
because we heard that there might be a blockhead replica, and then there'll be box stock ones too. There's no way that anyone's going to, mistake that for ours
I couldn't
unless
do
someone sees it now and copies it. Are they going to do that?
well, I don't know. They could. That's such a big fan base and following. There's probably stalkers out there right now exactly doing that.
So that's what we've done with the body. Okay, so it's got some fluoro blue, it's got some candy blue. I've played around with all different, highlights and
effects.
shadows. Yeah. Okay, so that's one aspect. So we've got the body. So that's going to get some stickers put on it.
Yeah, we're going to use some special blockhead stickers.
And some other custom stickers as well.
Yep, because we are authorised blockhead agents here in Australia.
That's right. And then from there, what have we got here? Okay, so we've got.
What's his name? Does he have a name?
No, not as yet.
So we might have seen in the last few weeks I did a re-release frog.
Oh, I think
And
I'm
then-
too tight.
It's a bit fuzzy, mate. There we go. Look at that. Pure genius.
All right, so there's the top of the helmet. Did I need to show that? So as I
Just
go
the tip.
here, all right, so you see shiny bits.
Yep.
Now I would have liked to do the pink a bit shinier, but I ran out of paint, so that's why you can see the texture of the.
But you can always clear coat it.
Oh, I can.
No?
But if I clear coat it or clear coat the face, then I have to flat
Well,
clear
can't
that.
you mask him up?
I can, but that's I don't know. It's not a lot of work, but it's work. So I've glued together the halves. Okay,
Yep.
usually you've got a screw out the back that holds it together. That's been bulked up as well. And
Doesn't have a
sanded.
hole in the back of his head.
Yeah. So you
My one's
see
got a hole in the top of his head.
on the top,
You didn't fix that. My
Well,
frog man.
that's a bit of bad luck then, isn't it? So you can see a bit of texture here. That's where
Yeah.
I sanded. I didn't have enough paint, so I didn't cover it all up, but it doesn't matter. It's still pretty shiny. It's good
But
enough.
still, there's the paint work on the eyes and the face and stuff. Like, it's not anybody couldn't do that. I think it's I think it's really good.
All right, so
Even
we've
at
got,
that close.
got a bit of texturing going on there too. So that's all just painted with acrylics, all brush painted, and then I just put some black on the inside. Just
And
as
we've
a
got
shadow.
a green racing suit as a nod to the grasshopper.
That's
Is that
right.
correct?
That's right. Because the body itself is so different.
Yeah.
So just when he's inside, it's going to sit about there. We're going to try and get the steering wheel in his hands as well. He's going to look like that.
That is super cool. You've really done really good there, Beige.
So hopefully he's going to look angry enough to drive really fast, since I'm going to be driving this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully we get out to the track on the weekend for a test. Sunday Arvo, hopefully.
Yeah, that's the plan,
If
isn't
the
it?
weather gods play nice.
So yes.
Another
on
finishing touch that's put on. Can we talk about the big exhausts?
We can do.
No,
Actually,
Andy-
let's keep it back tight here.
Oop,
Here we go.
here we go. So this is the overhead shot of the car, and we've got the painted exhausts. And I know that you were talking, you got really excited by Andy's ones. And look at that,
Andy's what?
Andy's exhaust.
Oh, yeah.
So
I
I
like that.
thought you've gone in so tight there.
Is that too tight? Does
I don't
everyone
know.
know what we're looking at?
I don't know.
Okay, so these are the big. I
That's the
don't know.
tips of the exhaust.
I call,
Uh-oh.
I call them poo pipes.
There we go.
Oh, here we go. Yep. All right, home down on it again. So these were painted up by Warwick.
Yeah, Warwick painted these.
Yep.
And he just did an amazing job. I love that. I love that finish.
So he's put the 2K clear on, which is going to be really tough. He's done the airbrushing on the Bernie parts here.
And it
Because
has
it
to be
adds to it,
quite.
doesn't
It has to be quite robust. If you pull that back,
Yeah.
because that is actually that's the battery cover for this car.
Yes.
So we can. That's going to come out and reveal the battery pack that goes in there.
Yep.
So
It's all very neat and tidy.
and super robust.
Mm.
You know, and that's what I'm loving about these comical series cars. And yeah. So
So
that
there's going to
is-
be, hopefully there's going to be quite a few of these out there.
at the Vintage Bash.
That's it.
We're working on that. Let's talk about another project.